Good morning and welcome back to another case study video. We're on the road again today. I'm going to visit another one of my clients to show you their story, and I've been really looking forward to telling this one because we're going to go and meet Sam and Josh, who came on board. Well, I'll tell you first of all, I put a TikTok video out I think it was October just gone, teasing my agency and teasing the automated system that I built for exterior cleaning companies and just seeing what the reaction was before I kind of went live with it. And I put it out there on TikTok and it was a great response, but Sam, who we're going to meet today, called me directly and he said, could you run some ads for me? I think he'd saw me in Stafford in PWS, possibly. But anyway, he called me and he said, can you run some ads for me? He said, we're only 19, we've just got going, we've done a few months, we did okay, but we want regular work and we want to make some money. So I said, yeah, absolutely, sounds good. I said, come back to me towards the start of next year when pressure washing season's starting up again. And I said, we'll run some ads for you and get it going. And I said, in the meantime, what you could do is, I said, build your reviews up, build your socials up, just build the foundations for your business so that when we come to run ads in February time, let's say in February, March, you'll be in a much better place. So he did that, he went on board and did that. He came back to me at the end of Jan and he said, we're ready to go run some ads. Can we jump on a call? We jumped on a call and he said, we're ready to go. He said, but we've only got about £300 or £400 to spend on these ads. And I was like, I said, to be honest with you, I said, it's a bad idea. One, because it's your safety net. And I said, look, ads don't work for everyone. If it was as easy as that, every pressure washing company would be running ads and would be making really good money. That's not the case. So I said, if this doesn't work, your safety net's gone and you're going to be quoting from a place of pressure and you're going to be watching it every day worrying that your money's depleting. And I also said, you need to spend enough for Facebook to be able to reach the right amount of people. So £300 or £400 really, if you want to really maximise it, isn't enough. I said, you've got about 4, 5, 6 weeks till the pressure washing season starts to kick off. I said, go away, door knock. I said, generate some funds and come back to me. And he did that and he took it on board. They both did it. They generated lots of money and they came back and said, we've got a much bigger budget now, let's do it. So then we set ads live when they had that money and the reviews and everything was built up. And in month one, they spent just over £700. They got over 150 leads and they closed over £13,500, which is just, I was so happy for them because one, they're 19. I mean, what were you doing when you're 19? I was doing, don't know what I was doing, but it wasn't making 13.5 grand. Two, they were taking on board everything I was saying. Like, I'm not a guru, but I'm older and I've got a bit more business experience. I was just giving them some tips that I think that would help them. And they were open, they took it on board and it's benefited them massively. And now, you know, month one, they made 13.5 grand, which is amazing. And then I think it was last week, we just switched them over to roof cleaning ads because they're more profitable and they wanted to get into it. And they've already made 3 grand, over 3 grand, I believe, off that first week. So it's a really interesting story. Hopefully you find this one inspirational. I think it's really interesting anyway, but at such a young age. To be doing this now, you know, where are they going to be in 5 years' time? I think it's going to be a really good future for them. So we're going up to Loughborough today to meet them, tell you their story, get them in front of the camera and see what they have to say. But I'm looking forward to this one. So we're going to hit the road now. We'll be in Loughborough in about just over an hour and we'll say hello to Sam and Josh. Okay, so we're here. I can hear them. I've not seen them yet, but I'm going to go and say hello to them now. I don't know what this place is though. Look at this. Some job they've booked here. Let's go and see if we can see them. Windy, cold and rainy as always with these videos. Roll on the summer. Found him. How's it going? You good? Oh, hi man, you good? Good to see you. Okay, cool. So I'm here with Sam now, and this is Sam.
Yeah, you're all right.
How's it going?
Yeah, all good.
Nice, mate. So, mate, I was just introducing you in the car there, and I said your story is one that I really want to tell because, mate, you boys are 19 and you're absolutely smashing it. So, Josh is over there. Let me show you this property first of all. I don't even know if I'm allowed to film in it, but look at this, man. So what have you quoted? You've quoted all of this?
All the tarmac and then a couple of block pavings behind me.
Look at that. That is insane. Fair play. Okay, mate. So, I introduced you guys. And I said, tell me if I got this wrong, but I put a teaser out back in October, teasing what I was doing. Yeah. You rang me. I was on a job on a roof clean, and you were interested. And you said, we're just 19. You want to get more regular work, which has not been going long. And I said, come back to me in February. Is that right?
Yeah.
I said, build up your reviews, build up your socials and stuff. Then you came back to me in Jan.
Yeah.
And you said we got about 300 or 400 quid. And I said, come back, go door knocking, come back.
Yeah.
and then we'll go for it. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Done a load
Cool.
of door knocking, obviously built up all the money to spend on the ads, and we were going from basically just door knocking for the work, not really expecting what we were going to get with Michael, and then did it, and then within the first month, we booked in like 13.5 grand worth of work. So it's like we were way better than we expected it to be.
So how were you marketing before?
We were just posting on the normal Facebook pages, door knocking, leafleting, all the standard stuff you can do for free, really.
Nice.
And we were just massively underpricing jobs, just pricing jobs really cheap so we could get them.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was absolutely changed it all for doing Michael.
Yeah, it was what I think, sorry, it's raining here. What I think's amazing about you guys is that you're 19, man. I
Yeah,
was saying on the
yeah,
camera, mate, I don't know what I was doing at 19. I was like working in, I don't know what I was working in next. I think I was working in next and just drinking out and just doing nonsense, right? But for you boys to be doing this now, I think it's crazy. So how have you found the system and how have you found quotes and stuff? 'Cause obviously you've not ran ads before, right? So
No,
how
never
have you
ran
found it?
ads.
'Cause it's different to what you're doing before,
So
right?
it's literally, I would have thought running ads was really complicated, have to be on your phone all the time to speak to the jobs, follow them all up. But with the AI system, I'm able to just go out on the job and I can literally see the system booking in quotes and calls as I'm out working. It's like having someone else working for you, but for a fraction of the price, just handling all the admin. That it makes it so much easier.
Love that. And I think for you guys, because I got like a WhatsApp with all the clients in,
Yeah,
you found
yeah,
that
yeah.
any like useful? Like, any
Yeah,
other lads
really
to chat
useful,
to?
because obviously, because we're young, we've just started roof cleaning, young, not got much experience. Having the group of about 20 people, all like double our age with loads of experience, has made it so much easier for us to get better at what we do.
And so I said I think we turned roof cleaning ads on a couple of weeks ago, maybe?
No, roof cleaning, that's about 3-4
Sorry,
days ago.
Oh, was that what it was? 3-4
Roof
days
cleaning
ago?
3 or 4 days ago.
And
yeah,
how are you
yeah.
doing with that?
Booked in nothing for the first day, obviously. I wasn't really knowing how to close the leads. I was getting tons of leads, not really knowing how to close them. And then on the second or third day, we booked in 3 grand in a day, which is obviously paid for triple what we're going to spend on the ads and what we're going to pay you.
Yeah.
It's just, it's amazing.
I think with the roof cleaning's harder to sell
Yeah.
because, I don't know if you found this, people don't know the price of a roof.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's why I say to everyone, like 10% is if you can close 10% of the roof cleaning leads, I'll get you. You'll be in profit.
Yeah, 100%.
Pressure washing's a bit better, 20 to 30%. That's what you guys are on. That's why you're doing it. But I think it's great, man. And what are you thinking for the future then? What's your next step?
Well, what our plan is, we've just set the roof cleaning ads live. We're going to try bang out them, and then come June we're going to get a second van and a second machine, double the ad spend, and obviously it's only getting better anyway. Because as I said, we booked in 13.5 grand last month. We've almost got that booked in for April already, so it's only looking up really.
Mate, I absolutely love that. And to be fair, I think Josh has finished there. It does only get the hardest part, right? Is year one. That's so hard. And most people don't get the leads like you guys are getting. And like I said to you before, though, half the leads are shit on Facebook.
Yeah, 100%.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But as long as you can get back to them quickly and with the system, but you guys are really good because I say to everyone, the system is like a safety net, right?
Yeah.
But you guys are still on it, calling every single lead.
Yeah.
And I think that's why you guys have been successful. All the lads who are doing really well with me are still on every single lead.
Yeah, I
because
like
you
to
never
try
know.
and call every single
You never
lead.
know what money's
No,
left
you
on the
don't.
table.
Yeah,
100%. Okay, cool, mate. So, any advice for anyone who's in the industry? Because like, the lads twice your age, 3 times your age, and with no work, and you see them posting in groups all the time. There's no work. What do you say to
Just
that?
don't be scared to bite the bullet. If you've got to spend a bit of money on some ads, spend the money on the ads. It's going to return tenfold, so it's always worth doing.
How about that? There you go then. Right, I'm going to come and check out some of your work over there and get some
Yeah,
shots
perfect.
of you boys. But thanks for telling your story, man. I really
Perfect,
appreciate
yeah.
it. So there we go then. That was Sam. We didn't get Josh on camera. Sam said he's a bit more camera shy, so he was just getting on with the cleaning, and then Sam was kind of overseeing and doing kind of the cleanup as well. So, but no, his story's great. He was telling me off camera there that he started with a £100 pressure washer in the back of his dad's car, and he's just kind of progressed over the past 18 months or so, and now he's leveling up, and they've just said they're on about getting a second van and upgrading their kit and stuff, and that's all from them being determined, and when I said go and door knock and do all that, they did it, and then it's invested in their marketing, realizing at such a young age how important marketing is. And I was saying to them, these lads, they're busier than a lot of people twice their age in this industry. And that's because they're doing the right things. They're doing all the things that you need to do to get busy. and they're only going to go up, them two. And it's great to see. It was great to meet him in person there. And he's just going to keep investing in the marketing. They're going to upgrade their kit. They're going to expand their vans, expand the team. And where they're going to be in 5-10 years, I think they're going to be in a really good spot. So that's what happens if you invest in your marketing. And that's what happens if you focus on the leads, get the leads in, take the plunge. I think he said bite the bullet. I think Sam said there. He did it, and now he's seeing the rewards. And now he's got his marketing budget now for the next how many months. And he's just going to keep booking more and more jobs. He's going to get better at the jobs. He's going to network. He's going to get referrals. And the future's looking good for them lads. So hope you enjoyed that story. There wasn't too many cleaning shots there, but it's more about just introducing Sam and telling their story. I'm going to keep trying to do more and more of these, get more of my clients on camera. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. And hope everyone's busy and business is good. And we'll see you soon.